Now this illustration deals with bonding. Bonding in accordance with 680.42b, as in boy. Now before we get started with this, let's look at the figure loops. First, let's look at the figure loop at the left of the illustration, up above the figure loop below. And the figure loop states for locations of receptacle outlets, see figure 10-37 in volume 1 of the design book. Now we could review it and see receptacles where they could be located and carding plug connected items and so forth. Now to the right of that we have a figure loop, and it says for locations of lighting outlets, see figures 11-31 and 11-32 in volume 1 of the design book. So we would go and take a look at those lighting outlets there. Now the fixture loop for location of receptacles, see figure 11-42 in volume 1 of the design book. Now, so what we're seeing here in one figure is receptacle outlets, in the other figure loop, lighting outlets, and then switches. We're looking at those locations where they could be located and installed according to the NEC. Now notice the motor there for water circulating pump for this hot tub. Notice it's a number 8 run over to the power panel and connected to the equipment ground that is routed back to the service equipment and connected to earth ground to complete an earth grounded situation where if a ground fault occurred, the equipment ground would carry the fault current back to that common grounded point connected to earth, over the grounded conductor to service back to the transformer, and return and open up the overcurrent device. Now, you could see this completely, the routing of the conductors and the way the fault current would flow in the one of the figures at the very front of chapter 16 in this chapter that we're reviewing right now. So this is bonding and grounding the metal parts that are involved in providing service for a hot tub.